Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Olga is here. For those of you who haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell as well to get the latest notifications about the videos I post out there for you guys. And for my new subscribers, new friends, I need to explain something real quick. I do have a condition called optic nerve hypoplasia, and due to that I have the involuntary movement of my eyes. It's called nystagmus, which is why it might look to you as though I'm not looking always into the camera, but I promise to you I am looking into the camera. This is a physical condition. I'm unable to control it. So with all of that out of the way, guys, today's video is going to be about the anti-haul. I love filming these types of videos because it is always fun to see what's good to buy, what's not good to buy. It's fun to watch these videos because I myself like to get the advice from other YouTubers, and I love making these videos because on my part it doesn't require me spending any money on the product, but if I already have spent the money on the product, I can give you the advice and kind of help you make more educated guesses about which products are good at Sephora, which products are not good. The reason I'm making this video right now, as we approach the end of March and beginning of April, Sephora, as we all know, does the semi-annual sales, and it is really cool to be able to take the advantage. I believe that the April sale is 15% off that you can get off of your purchase. I do believe that you have to be a member with Sephora, but I am going to link the information down below. Now, we don't know exactly the dates of sale because they kind of keep it sort of like a secret until they do send you a coupon or you can see it on their website. I went to Sephora a couple of days ago and I asked them when the semi-annual Sephora sale is going to be in April, and they told me that unfortunately they're not at liberty to disclose that information. I think they also don't know themselves. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But nevertheless, each year Sephora does this. One sale falls into November, the other is in April. That's why I decided to make this video. We have seen a couple of new products, there's a lot of new products, a lot of new launches at Sephora, and it's always fun to see which products actually are worth your time and your money. So I am going to start with the products that I do not recommend based on the information that I have gathered myself, done some research. I have gone to Sephora, swatched these products, played with these products, and I'm going to, at the end of the video, give you the information about the products that I do recommend. So first things first, we're going to start with the products that I don't actually recommend buying, whether because it's a very expensive product or it's a product that is similar to another bunch of products in the same category. So the first on the list of offenders and the products that I don't recommend getting is the new palette by Natasha Denona, and this is called a Tropic Eyeshadow Palette. It retails for $129. It is very expensive. It comes with 15 beautiful eyeshadows. Yes, they are extremely beautiful. Yes, I have gone to Sephora, played with them, swatched them. However, I believe that those types of colors, which are very vibrant colors, beautiful colors, you can get dupes for in more affordable palettes. And yes, Natasha Denona's palettes are of a primo great quality, and even though it is beautiful, in my mind $129 for 15 eyeshadows is a lot of money. And my next palette that I don't recommend getting is by Tarte. It's called Be a Mermaid and Make Waves. It is that beautiful kind of like shell that opens up and you see these cute triangles of the eyeshadows. Kind of reminds me of the shell that mermaid Ariel is supposed to come out of in the cartoon Little Mermaid. It is beautiful. There is absolutely no doubt about that. I have gone to Sephora, held the palette. It feels very heavy. The shadows do look pretty, but that's just that. They are pretty and that's it. There is a lot of pretty palettes these days. I mean, we have been flooded with brands, palettes. I mean, there is just plethora of these types of colors on the market. as we speak, and it just seems like in this highly competitive market, this is not a palette that I want to spend $42 on. The eyeshadow pans themselves look very small, and if you try to go in with a brush, it seems to me as though you won't be able to get the color onto your brush easy because the pans are small, and it seems to me like the colors in the pans are very similar. There is a lot of these pinks and peachy colors, and we have seen it all, and so I do think that it's just not that type of a palette that I want to have. Not to mention that I'm a firm believer that when you get a palette, you should be able to have a palette which can give you complete look. This palette can't. It does not have darker shades initially essential for like smoky eye or contouring of the outer corners of your eyes. It's a great accessory to some other palettes, but in my book, it's just not good enough, and I would not be spending my money on it. The third palette that I would not be recommending, it's by Too Faced Life's a Festival eyeshadow palette. It comes in an unusual dome-like shape or a semicircle shape. It also retails for $42. It is a beautiful palette, I have to say. It looks pretty. It looks unusual. It is not your typical compact or a square or a rectangular shape of a palette. It looks very, very pretty and unusual. But to be honest with you, and I don't mean to offend anybody who's 12, that palette to me looks like something I would give to my niece or something. I mean, it is expensive gift, but I just feel like I think I'm a bit grown out of that, so to speak. And even though I do respect Too Faced, I do love some of their palettes and some of their products, but this is to me just a huge pass. And the colors in it are, again, very beautiful colors, but in my book, you cannot complete a look with just that palette unless you're going for that look, you know. And in my book, it's just sort of, it is boring. I mean, the colors are vibrant, everything is pretty, but I just don't see myself using that on any kind of regular basis. And if you are looking for wearable shades, this palette is not for you, as well as the Be a Mermaid by Tarte. That would not be for you if you're looking for wearable shades. However, do not take my advice as some kind of a dragging of the brands, you know, or hate on the brands. I do not hate on any brands. I actually love these brands because they do have wonderful other products. Just these palettes are not something that I would spend money on. To me, it's a pass, you know. There are other products by the same brands and other palettes that I do respect and do like. The other thing I would not recommend getting is also by Too Faced Rainbow Strobe Highlighter Life's a Festival. So it goes with that same theme, Life's a Festival. Rainbow Strobe Highlighter has 5 shades kind of in the rainbow theme, and it retails for $30. And I just don't see myself using something like this. Now, if you have a very light complexion, that might be really good for you. But I tend to see when I wear those types of highlighters, they look gray on me, and they kind of sit on top of my skin, not so much being part of my skin. So for me, it's a huge pass. But maybe somebody likes that sort of thing. So just because I am not recommending to buy them doesn't mean they won't work for you. By all means, if you love that sort of theme and this is all you want to see in a makeup collection, go for it. That's why those products exist. You know, to each their own. Everybody likes something different. So the next product I don't recommend getting is by Kevyn Aucoin. Now, I do respect Kevyn Aucoin brand. This is a solid, huge brand. So Kevyn Aucoin Prismatic Highlighting Trio. This one retails for $48. In my book, that's a lot of money for 3 highlighters because it's just a highlighting palette. Now, nobody said that just because something is a highlighting palette, it has to only be used as highlights. You can use them as eyeshadows. You can use them together by mixing them into the lip gloss and then packing them in the middle of your lip to create a dimensional effect of some sort, like a 3D effect. Nobody said that you only have to use something strictly as it is prescribed in terms of the highlighters or eyeshadows. Eyeshadows in certain times can be highlighters. Highlighters can be your eyeshadows. So you can use it as such. but I still think it's a lot of money for what it offers. I don't really understand that particular palette. Again, it has those translucent, iridescent shades, so Aura, Illusion, and Enchanted, and it's just the colors that I don't really like. I don't like highlighters like that. In my book, for my skin type, I use highlighters that have like a golden, more yellowish undertone, so to speak. Maybe a little bit of glitter is okay, but I don't usually typically go for violet or lilac or bluish, things like that. It just doesn't work for me. But again, this is just a personal preference. No tea, no shade. I'm not trying to shade Kevyn Aucoin or Too Faced or anybody like that. So these are my nopes and anti-haul recommendations. Now, moving on to my yaps. Palette that I would recommend for you to get, and I haven't gotten it myself, but I am planning to get it actually this week, and it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. I'm sure it's all over the internet. Everybody and their mother have reviewed this palette. It's beautiful. They are what somebody might say boring shades. However, let's just take a step back. I prefer boring shades sometimes over these beautiful multicolor shades because it's the boring shades that are very wearable, easy to work with in terms of the looks. You know, these are my everyday looks, my work looks, you know, they are very wearable. It offers a lot of transition shades. It is just wearable palette, and you can glam it up. I mean, you don't have to just go for a very soft look. So this one retails as per usual. IBH palettes do retail for $42, and some eyeshadows do repeat. For instance, I have noticed that the burnt orange eyeshadow is something that repeats throughout her palettes, but I don't mind because I do use that eyeshadow, so that's okay with me. The next thing I would recommend, so this is my recommendation, not only to you guys, but also for myself. I would go for something called Urban Decay Kristen Leanne Daydream eyeshadow palette. I do apologize if you see me looking down. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember all of these names, so I do apologize for it. Now, right now it is on sale at Sephora for $13. Normally, I don't like listing sale prices in YouTube videos because a YouTube video is going to be stuck in the land of YouTube for, you know, indefinitely. And these sales do come and go, they go away, and I have mentioned that before in my videos, so do not expect this to be, you know, basically I'm asking you not to hold me to quoting this price 2 months down the road, because not only will this be gone, like it's a collab, and in my book I think that means that it's not going to be a permanent part of the collection, but I don't know that, it's just my speculation. So don't hold me liable to, hey, she said it's $13, well, when are you watching this video? If you were watching 6 months later, I'm sorry. You know, we have all moved on since then. Typically, I don't like mentioning sale prices. But if you do not want to spend $42 on ABH's palette, I would say spending $13 and getting this little Urban Decay palette, which consists of 5 eyeshadows. There are transition shades in it, there are warm shades. I think it's pretty cool. My next recommendation, and this one is so close to my heart. I absolutely love ViziArt brand. I love their eyeshadows. I love the pigments that ViziArt puts into their eyeshadows. And to me, that is extremely high-end, high-quality brand. I mean, I'm yet to see bad ViziArt product because I only see good ViziArt products. So this one is called ViziArt Petite Pro. As you know, I own both of them. So here's the newest one right here. I have not yet reviewed this one, but I am planning on reviewing it for you guys. And the one I'm talking about is this guy right here, ViziArt Petite Pro. It is a small palette, but it is a very much a mighty palette, and it retails for $30 on Sephora's website. I actually got this one from Beauty Muse, and they had some kind of special deal that was months ago that they were selling it for 25 bucks. But it is $30 right now on Sephora's website. It offers you a nice range of eyeshadows. You have some mattes, some shimmers, 8 eyeshadows. They are magnetic, so you can remove them easily from that palette, and you can organize them into a Z palette or some kind of a Freedom System palette. Now, the next product on my recommendations list would be the True Cream Moisturizing Balm by Believe. You have heard me countless times speaking about this wonderful moisturizing cream. It is excellent. I use it in my nighttime skincare routine. It is a beautiful cream, and what you get is, in a big jar, you get 50 ml of product for $38. It will last you a while, and I have repurchased and will continue repurchasing this product. One of my nightmares and fears is that something will happen and they will discontinue it. I will be very upset if they do, because I absolutely love this cream. So Believe, if you hear me, please, please, please do not discontinue this cream. This is excellent. It's a terrific, terrific cream when it comes to dry skin. A lot of skin problems on the face come from dry skin, and if you can remedy the dry skin, I strongly believe that it would help, if not get rid of the other problems that you might have with the skin. Now, I'm not a doctor or any kind of esthetician, so don't take my word for it. You always want to take a professional advice. This is just purely my observations, my opinion. My next product on the recommendation, as we're coming to the end of this video, is by Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, and this is an excellent product for your lips, especially during the winter months when our lips are dry, when we have a lot of forced air in the ventilation in the house, so the lips can get chapped and dry and cracked, and they hurt a lot. Liquid lipsticks can be very drying to the skin, and so a lippy balm by Drunk Elephant can remedy the situation, and it retails for $18, and what you get is 3.8 grams per product. So with all of that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly did. It is always fun to make these types of videos for you guys. I hope that you find the video and my recommendations helpful. I always try to bring good, honest, decent information to my viewers. These are the products that I recommend. If I recommend something, I'm either using it or I'm planning to buy it and use it myself. If I don't recommend something, I do not go and buy that product. I mean, I do try the product. If I don't recommend something, it's either because I have tried it, hated it, returned it, or have tried it at the store, swatched it, played with it, gathered information about it. So it's always important for me to provide decent, good, solid information to you guys. This is what this channel stands for, and it will always stand on honesty and integrity and solid info. So with all of that said, guys, I hope you will give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. If you have any other recommendations of great products you have tried, you're welcome to sound off in the comment section down below. I read my comments, I respond to them, I heart my comments. I hope to hear from you guys. Let's go ahead and try to start conversation, get those juices of the conversation flowing. It's always fun for me to learn about my viewers. I love my viewers. I want to hear from you guys. If you have any questions about my condition, you are welcome to ask. I will respond. Be nice. And with all of that said, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you all in my next video, guys. I love you. Bye.